Hey guys, it's Jag here from Jag Aquatics and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is really special because we will be unboxing new LED lights from LEDStar. These are slim and smart lights, which is S series, and they were recently launched in Australia. These are RGBW LED lights, and part of this video I will be unboxing them and going through the various specs, and after that assembling the whole light, and at the end we will install it on our 2-foot aquarium. So before I jump into the unboxing video, I will go through all the specs of this light and some of the features, and then after that we will go through the complete installation. So in regards to the features, this light is RGBW LED light. So what that means is they are made up of red, green, blue and white LEDs. Nowadays, most of the lights in the market are either RGB or RGB plus W, which helps them to achieve the best possible spectrum for your planted tanks. These lights are made up of really high grade aluminium. They come with acrylic mounting legs, which are really good quality, and you will see that while I assemble these lights. And they also have a nice app, so you can download their apps from for iOS or for Android. And the other feature is that they are waterproof, and the standard that they follow is IP60. So in terms of the size, these lights come in two different sizes, and one is for 40 centimeter and one is for 60 centimeter tanks. So 41 is AQ-S40, 60 is AQ-S60, and like you can see here, they both have a difference in the power. What also you can see here, that if you look at the RGB LED column, those lights or those LEDs are more powerful than the white LEDs, and also these both models come with the mounting kit. And once you see the installation part of this video, you will see that the legs can be expanded, so a 60 centimeter light can fit on a 90 centimeter tank, which is pretty good option. So if you look at the spectrum of these lights, the color spectrum does show that they have a spike in blue, green and red areas, which is pretty good. From the graph, it does look like they are pretty good for planted tank, but we will put it on test, and I will really run this tank, 2-foot tank, for a few months to thoroughly test them and see whether these mid-range lights are perfect for 2-foot tank or not. But what I can see after the setup and after using them for a few days, the growth already started to happen. So I'm really hopeful that this spectrum does help to grow plants easily. So from the packaging of these LED lights, you can see the packaging is really simplistic, and all the LEDStar AQ lights are packed that way. They have a very simple brown color box with a nice label on it, and what you can see here is that they do show that it's a Australian plug that's included in these lights. These are genuine stock, imported by an Australian distributor. Also here you can see different sizes, different models and the spectrum of the light, and also it shows that this light is app enabled. So you can see here that these lights are really nicely packed, and when you open them you will see two little booklets that are part of these lights, and one of the booklet will contain all the screenshots of the app and how different settings are. So the booklet that you're gonna see here is showing you all the screenshot when you open an app, or from the LEDStar app, and also it goes through various settings for different spectrums and how you can use the light basically. And there is a second booklet that comes with it, which shows the installation of these light. So you can see here on the screen that it shows you 4 different steps. So basically you will be using the parts to assemble first, and then mount the legs on it, and then slide it all in. So when you unbox them and see this light for the first time, you will see that the panel is super slim, and the aluminium, the extruded aluminium that they are using, that makes the panel look really super cool. And you can see here what's the thickness of these lights, and I think that's one of the best feature of LEDStar lights, that they are designed really well. And also If you check my other video for their nano lights, it's the same case. Their design is really nice, and they think of all the aesthetics, how it's gonna look on the tank. And you will see once we put it on the tank with the mounting legs, it's pretty seamless how they sit on the tank. So you can see here that they come with the Australian power plug. They come with the controller, which obviously have a Bluetooth built inside it, and the Bluetooth is really strong, and you can use their app to control the device through Bluetooth. They also come with a very thin piece of leg. So these are basically extendable rods that can be assembled easily, and that's what you will see in the next part. And this is the acrylic stands. So again, the acrylic stands do have a covering on the top, so you have to peel that off before you install it. So as I shown you before, this light come with a installation guide. So the step one here, you can see it lists all the parts. So you have a light, you have 2 acrylic stands, you have 8 screws, so there are 2 types of screws and you have 4 of each, and then you have the power cable. In step 2, they are showing you where those tiny little screws gonna go on the top of the light to hold the rods that can be extended. And then in step 3, basically they're showing you complete light, how it looks from the top view and can be extended. And step 4 is the complete light once it's all assembled. So what you can see here now is that I'm going to remove all the protective covering from these mounting legs. And once the protective covering is removed, the nice acrylic, transparent acrylic will show up. And also you can see here is the stands have a nice star design, part of the whole look, and that's basically logo of LEDStar. So I think that's a pretty nice touch to these mounting stands. So once it's all removed, and then we will go and install it. So what you can see here is that these lights come with a set of tools or set of assembly kit, and here we have 4 very thin pieces of rods that we will use to attach to the side of the light and also to the acrylic mounting stands. So what you see here is there are 2 different types of screws that are given with these lights. One type is really tiny ones that goes on top of the light, and that's what make it look really sleek. They are pretty much invisible. And the other set is a bit bigger, and they go on the other side of the mounting stand. They come with their own Allen key, which is pretty good. You don't have to go and search for a screwdriver to assemble it. So next what we will do is we will install these thin strip or thin rods to the body of the light, and we will slide them in first, and then with the help of the tiny screws we will tighten it up on the top, and that's what I will show you in the next step. So what you can see here is that I am installing those tiny little screws on top of the light to keep those thin rods in place. So once the rods are in place, you can see here that I'm installing the acrylic stands, and if you need to loosen up the top tiny screws, you can do that so that rods can go all the way in, and that way you can adjust the length of the stand and expand it as required. So once you get the desired position of your mounting stand, you can use 2 bigger screws to basically cap it outside the mounting kit, and then you are pretty much done with one side of the stand. And what in the next step I will be doing is do the other side of the mounting stand, and then our light will be ready to be installed on our tank. So here what you can see is I am installing the other part of the stand, and once it's done we will put it on our 2-foot tank. So here I am installing these lights on a 2-foot tank, which is specifically scaped, and it's scaped with all the plants. Just want to see that how these plants perform under these lights, and I will do a part 2 of this video to show you all in couple of months time that how well these lights performed, or they were not good at all. I am really hopeful they will be really good because the spectrum and even the couple of days ago when I really installed these lights, I can see there is a growth in the plants. So I'm really hopeful that these lights will perform. You can see here the tank is changing light. So basically these lights through the app, I am changing different spectrums. So you can go with red, green or purple, or set your own spectrum. And if you want to know how to use the app from LEDStar, you can follow the link below, which I have included. There I explain the complete installation guide of the app and how to use it. So the video that shows the complete app installation and the use is for the nano LED light, and there you can go at the middle of the video. There's a link also in the description of the video where you can see how the app works and how it's installed. Also, like you can see here, the color rendering is really good with this tank and with these lights. And what I can see here is that it's a beautiful natural colors. And I'm really hopeful that I get a good growth in coming weeks, and then I can do another video and share with you all. So the final question is where you can buy these lights. These lights will be available on our online store, viroaquatics.com.au. While making this video, I checked with the distributors. They are around 2 to 4 weeks away from arriving in Australia. But as soon as they arrive in Australia, we will do a post on our Facebook group, Instagram group, and also it will be displayed on our website. So do follow us on those social media channels, and the links are included in the description. And really thanks guys, I really hope that this video was helpful, and it is also helpful for you to choose a mid-range LED lights for your small tanks, which are really sleek and good in design. And thanks guys again for watching this video and for supporting the channel. Please do subscribe to my channel because it does help me to keep motivated and build new content for you all, and also to showcase what next aquascape I will be working on. And thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.